The Drive-Thru. I'm your host, Tony T, as we broadcast live here on Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place YouTube channel and throughout social media. We'll get you out of here before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games, and that's what we do here on the Drive-Thru, Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. Deliver live free picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners, our professional handicappers over at Pig Dogs and Sports Chat Place. So we'll meet the cappers, get right to the picks, because we don't mess around here on the Drive-Thru. Let's go to Matt. Matt, what's going on?
Hey Tony, not too much. Happy Hump Day. Happy pre-Juneteenth Eve, whatever that is. Loving the College World Series of the day. It's a great background viewing. And how about Coastal Carolina? 26 straight wins. I love it.
Yep.
Absolutely love it.
They got in the right brackets, avoided LSU, Alabama, so they'll face probably one of them. But we'll see how that rolls here as we move through the College World Series. Let's say hello to Rod. Rod, what's going on?
Right, and then Coastal Carolina gets to sit till Saturday before they have to start, so they can even get the rest advantage before they kick off the championship round. So, congrats on them to continue to roll. Congrats on the Florida Panthers on winning their back-to-back cups there as well. Well, just didn't have it. It's just one of those things. Sometimes you just don't. I remember the Panthers. That's their third straight Stanley Cup final. So. I just think they beat Vegas, they'd be talking about a three-peat. We haven't heard anybody win a three-peat fashion in a long time. So, congrats on the Panthers. They just were the better squad overall. I wish Hyman was in there to battle with the Oilers. I think it would have been a different story with him parked right in front of the net there, the way he normally does all season long. But, hey, next man up. We just couldn't find the guy that was battle in front of the net. But give it to Panthers. They were good.
That's right.
Coached, I think, too, at times. I don't think I would have put Arvidsson there in Game 5 back at home. I think that was a bad call. But maybe eventually McDavid will get it up. Now, the big news is the offseason there. What's going to happen? Everybody's all like, oh, he's going to go to Toronto. Now, if he why would you go to Toronto? Because he was young and he liked Toronto? No, he's not going to Toronto. League fans, don't get your hopes up. Grasping at straws on that one. But the MLB actually can't complain. Been doing good with the MLB. Of course, the finals in the NHL, I can't complain as well. It's just one of those. Had a good year in the NHL. Showing up a nice little winning season. Hey, there's always next year for the Oilers. Let's go. We got salary cap eventually will go up to, and lots of hockey left to go. So we'll get to it next season. Good luck. At least I feel for the fans who have not seen any Oilers winning. Because those fans are the ones that had to watch the Oilers lose in 2006 to the Carolina Hurricanes, where they battled and went 7. So that's basically the bulk of the Oilers fans that you see now, rooting hard. They want to see the Oilers win a cup. I've been lucky. I've got to see the Oilers win 5 cups. So I don't have that same gut feeling today as a lot of Oilers fans. So if you do have one of those Oilers fans, give them a hug, because they're definitely feeling it today after back-to-back years.
Very good. Of course, a couple of sales here. Rays get sold to a billionaire. Lakers get sold to a multi-billionaire, just breaking about half an hour ago. Genie Bus selling the Lakers to Mark Walters. So money now on the Lakers side. So Joey, what's happening?
Yeah, not much. Nice win for the Fever last night in the Commissioner Cup Finals. Kind of wish Sophie Cunningham was able to kick that girl's ass in the sun if the ref never got in the way there. But outside of that, all is good. Go Fever, go Pacers. Indiana is a great place for basketball right now. Let's rock and roll.
Rock and roll indeed. Yeah, something's got to be done with the officiating in WNBA. It's getting a little too out of hand here. Big Al, what's happening?
Not much. I had Edmonton last night, so I'm right there with Rod. It was a very disappointing end to a really good season. I had Edmonton at plus 850 to win, my preseason futures. So, I lost on them straight up yesterday. Lost the futures tickets. I was bad. Rod, what's on your hat? I can't make that out.
New Mexico Ice Wolves.
I'm just
New Mexico Ice Wolves. They're from Albuquerque.
Yeah.
They're part of the. We have a follower here from Pick Dogs who's been following me for years. Sent me some Ice Dog gear. I even got a nice little hoodie with this same little logo. If you look at the little logo right here, the dog's nose is actually a hot air balloon, because they do. Yeah, it's actually a hot air balloon if you look at it. Because in Albuquerque they do the big hot air balloon festival every year, so they turn the dog's nose into hot air balloon.
I wonder if they're affiliated. Big, I don't know if you remember this, man. It might be affiliated with the old Long Beach Ice Dogs, the independent league that was out here in Southern California. They may be affiliated because that Ice Dog changed hand a few times, but there was I think it was independent hockey league back in the day, the Long Beach Ice Dogs. It was just as you thought it would be. If you watch a fan of slapstick, that's kind of what you got there. All right, guys, we'll take care of some business here. Boston, Seattle here. Boston up 3-1 here right now in this one, top of the ninth. And we do have some postponements. Pittsburgh and Pirates postponed. Make up a doubleheader tomorrow. Cardinals and White Sox, Brewers and Cubs have just postponed. I don't know word yet on how they're going to make those two games up. So we went from 14 down to 11 here in baseball for this afternoon evening. So let's get to the games. 4-4-3 will be our blocks for today. So let's get it underway. Major League Baseball here for Wednesday. Not a whole lot of day baseball games today, but let's roll. This one's going. Phillies and Marlins here. The Phillies here, $1.76. Total sits here at 8.5. Rockies and Nationals. The Nationals, $1.50. Total of 9. Angels and Yankees. Will the Yankees score again? We'll see. 227. Total 9.5. And then we got the Diamondbacks and Blue Jays. This one about a coin flip now. Blue Jays, $1.06. Total 8.5. Get the block underway here with Joey.
All right, don't look now, but the Rockies are actually winning. They've won 3 in a row. They've scored 26 runs in that 3-game span. Antonio Sanzatella takes a mound, and he absolutely sucks in Coors Field. But luckily for the Rockies, they're out in Washington tonight. I think this is a great spot for him. Mitchell Parker is on the mound for the Nationals. He's been getting rocked. He's allowed 14 earned runs in his last 4 starts. If the Rockies' bats are hitting like they are, especially with Hunter Goodman, the way he's been playing, I really think the Rockies have a nice shot here, especially at this plus money price. So I will take the Rockies here.
There from Joey. I'll give you an update here at Miami. Here we'll start Adam Mazer today. There you know him from a few years ago. Looks like 61% chance of rain in Yankees and Angels there. Cincinnati at 88% chance of rain. So we got some rain everywhere. Atlanta even a 32% chance of rain. So rain in a lot of places today. Just looking back here, some of the pitchers here. Justin Verlander comes off the injured list to go for San Francisco today. And now we have Justin Robleski will be the bulk pitcher. It was Emmett Sheehan earlier, but looks like Robleski will be the bulk pitcher. Maybe Sheehan will be the opener. We'll see how that goes, but that's just been announced there. So let's continue on, and we move on right on over to Matt.
Yeah, I look at the Phillies Marlins game. You just brought up Missouri, who had a stint with the Padres last year. Didn't go well. 7.49 ERA, I believe, 6 starts. So it wasn't very good. Got called up. I like the Phillies on the run line in this game. I don't want to lay the big price, but in the run line, it's right around -102 or so. With Ranger Suarez, who I think is one of the 3 in the top 3 best pitching rotations in baseball right now, with him, Christopher Sanchez, and Zach Wheeler. I think as a 1-2-3 combo, I think right now they're the best. And Suarez has been on a roll, so I like him -1.5 over Miami to bounce back off the loss last night. And the Yankees, if the Yankees could get shut out for the rest of the season, I would be a happy camper for that. But I don't think it's going to happen, and it's definitely not going to happen tonight. I think they get it going tonight in a good spot against who's it? Coconut? Is how you say his name?
I just call him Coconuts. It just makes it easy.
Coconuts, good enough. Coconuts. He's had a rough season, So I think he pitched well against New York. 4 starts back, but that was at home. Now he goes to Yankee Stadium, facing an offense that's just ready to eat, and I think they do get it done. I think Yarborough is good for a couple runs on his own. So I like the over the spot. I'm not going to lay any sort of price with New York straight up, or even the run line. The run line is -130-ish. I don't like that either, but I like the over. I think the Yankees can do it on their own, but the Yankees could get a couple on it for their own rights. So I like the over in that game.
Yeah, from Matt. Next up, we move right on over to Rod.
Yeah, for here in this one, in these early slate of games, I don't know. I like Coconuts here in this one at a big plus price. I'm going to stay away from those bullpens, though. I'm going to take the Angels in the first 5 here in this one at a nice little plus price, because we know what the bullpens can do. I know the Yankees are going to explode at some point. Maybe it's not here in this series. Maybe it's 3 more games down the road. Maybe it's 4 games down the road. I don't want to be the guy trying to catch a falling knife for the Yankees. They've hurt me once already in this series, and I am not going back to them. I'll take Coconuts in the first 5. And then looking at Arizona taking on Toronto here in this one. Probably expect some more runs here in this one. I think it's 9 most places total-wise. But you look who's on the mound, and it's Lauer going for the Blue Jays, and just not a guy that I like here in this one. He has pitched well. He's over his last few starts. Hasn't given up more than 3 earned runs, but he goes like 3 innings, 4 innings at best. And I know the Blue Jays bullpen is a little bit improved from what it was, but it's still not the greatest. You can still give up runs. You look at the other side of the bump with Eduardo Rodriguez going. His last couple starts hasn't been bad either. He goes 5, 6 innings, gives you up a couple earned runs. We know Toronto ballpark built for runs, so kind of lean to an over, lean to Arizona as well, considering that Lauer 0-7 in any interleague games whatsoever. And this Arizona squad loves to play on hump days. So 15-4 this year on Wednesdays. Lean to Arizona in the over there in that matchup.
You saw there in our little score bug at the bottom, Colorado and Washington will begin in a rain delay. So rain delay to start Rockies and Nationals. Next up, we move right on over to. Hang on, we're going to go over to Big Al.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree with Rod. The Yankees. I don't want to get burned with them again either. I had them earlier. They lost in extra innings. Didn't score a run. Lost. I think it was what was it, 1-0 in extra innings. So I don't want to catch the falling knife, and not at 225. I agree with Rod with the Diamondbacks in the pick'em game against the Blue Jays. He mentioned that Lauer is 0-7. His teams are, in his interleague starts. Well, Eduardo Rodriguez's teams and his interleague starts are 23-9. So I'm going to take Arizona in that pick'em game.
There from a Big Al here. I'll tell you what I think of some of these games here for tonight's action. I'll be looking here. I'll take the Colorado here at this big plus price. Colorado has been hitting the ball pretty well. This national team now 0-7 as a home favorite, minus 110 or higher, losing 9 units. Colorado finally faced a team they can beat because they're 6-3 on the road, facing teams that allow 4.5 runs per game or greater. That's a 6-unit return. So they're finally playing some bad pitching staffs, and they've shown to get the job done on the road against these teams. So I'll take Colorado in that spot. I'll go under here, LA, New York. We know the issues here with this Yankees team, but one thing to note here: Angels only hitting 217 over their past 6. Yankees bullpen has been really sharp during this bad stretch of hitting. And Angels bullpen over their past 28 games, ERA of 3.49. So look for them to go under. Against these poor slugging teams, the Yankees 13-2 the under at home. Facing an AL team with a slugging percentage of 410 or lower. I'll take under in that one. All right, let's continue here on the drive-through as we continue with baseball. These next 4 here on the schedule here, they will be Twins and Reds. We got the Reds here, $1.28. Total sits here at 9. Mets and Braves. The Braves $2. Total 8.5. Orioles and Rays. The Rays $1.12. Total 8.5. And this is one of the rain games here. So we'll move on here to Royals and Rangers. Royals $1.33 on the road. Total sits at 8. We get the block underway here with Joey.
Yes, I got 2 here. I like the Reds on the money line. The Reds bats are making good contact. They had 2 nice doubles last night and got me a win because I had them on the premium side. But the Twins, they're just losing bad right now. They're on a pretty bad losing streak, and Bailey Ober's on the hill, and he's been getting rocked recently. He allowed 7 earned runs his last game, 5-1 before that, and 2 before that. I just think he's bad news, and if the Reds bats are able to get some batters on base, I definitely think they can round them and get some runs in. The other one I'm looking at here is the Rays. This is Trevor Rogers' second start for the season, and I think the Rays can definitely get to him here. Taj Bradley has done well, allowing just 7 total earned runs in his last 3 starts. And the Orioles are not good on the road. They're just 15-22 outside of Camden Yards. So give me the Rays and the Reds here.
There from Joey. Next up on over to Matt.
Yeah, I'm going against Joey in this game with Minnesota and Cincinnati. I like Minnesota to break their skid. They lost 5 straight, and I think they can get it done here with Lodella, who I like as a pitcher as a whole. He struggled at home this year. He has a 5.85 ERA and 6 home outings. And I think the Twins wake up here. I think they're in a good spot. Ober, as Joey mentioned, he has been struggling of late. He's allowed 12 runs in his last 2 games. Both those were at home, though. I think a change of atmosphere is going to do him good, and I think the Twins get it done on the road at Cincinnati tonight.
There from Matt. Next up, we move right on over to Rod.
Yeah, here in this middle block, first one, I'm going to take Texas here over Kansas City. I think Kansas City got the just one of those spots. I don't like Kansas City here in this spot. I think Texas playing the better baseball. So you look at the Royals struggle to score runs as well, and it's one of those night games as well. So I kind of lean to a team total for the Royals under. That's been money all season long, but I know it's Corbin going. He doesn't scare me. Give me Corbin and Texas in that matchup. And then the other one I'm looking at Baltimore and the Rays. I think Baltimore's going to struggle there in that one. Another spot, Baltimore night games. Their team total 28-10. Betting their team total under this year, making you a good hefty profit. So I'm going to take Baltimore under the 4.5 there in that one. I don't think they hit 5 runs versus the Rays there tonight in that one.
Yeah, from on over to Big Al.
Yeah, I'm going to take Chris Sale and the Braves. His teams in his career, they've gone 70-34 plus 10.7 net games in his nighttime home starts. He's allowed 1 earned run or less in his last 5 outings across 33 innings pitched. I like Atlanta minus $2.
Yeah, from Big Al, I'll tell you what I think of here about these games. Yeah, I agree with Cincinnati here in this spot. The Twins is 234 on the road. Reds hitting the ball very well in their interleague games at 283. Minnesota bullpen over their past 6 games, ERA over 8. They are now 6-17 against these teams with a bullpen whip of 1.35 or lower, losing 10.5 units. Reds 14-9 in these coin flip price games at home. I'll look at them in this spot, and also I'll look at Tampa Bay here against Baltimore. Rays bullpen in really good form, past 28 games, an ERA of 2.07. Baltimore is just 7-25 facing teams with a bullpen whip of 1.25 or lower. So Baltimore have struggled here against these good bullpens, and the Rays 13-8 at home against losing teams. I'll look at Tampa Bay there in that spot. Going to go under. When I see Bubeck, first thing that comes to mind is the under. Casey has been struggling at the plate over their past 6. Texas, we know, struggling hitting the ball. But again, Texas 27-9 in the under at home. I'll look at that game going under the total. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. We'll close out baseball with these final 3 on the schedule due to the rain outs in the games tonight. So let's get to it here. We'll close it out tonight with, hang on a second, Guardians and Giants. The Giants $1.32, total 7.5. Of course, we do have Verlander coming back from the injured list for this one. Next up, we will have. Was that the last one? No, I think. Oh, here we go. Padres and Dodgers. LA here $1.97, total 9.5. It will be Sheehan to start, but then Robleski will be the bulk pitcher for LA tonight. And then the last game we had here, get this thing working right. We got Astros Athletics. Athletics here will be dogs. Astros $1.63, total 9.5. We get the block underway here with Joey.
Yeah, I just got one here, and I'm thinking the over with the A's and the Astros. In my personal opinion, I don't think Framber Valdez is all that, and we all know Luis Severino isn't either. Severino can definitely get tagged, in my opinion, for half of the runs for this game, and Framber Valdez will definitely allow a few as well. This is a rubber match, I'm almost certain, especially because the A's won first one, Astros won 13-3 last night. I think we see the over here between the A's and the Astros.
From Joey, next up we move right on over to Matt.
Yeah, I'm looking at this game also. I like Houston. On the run line, I don't like laying the 164, 65 price, but I do like him on the run line. Valdez, he's been pitching very well of late. 2 runs or less in 4 straight, coming off games of 12, 11, and 9 strikeouts. And, the Athletics started the season really good, and they've been fading pretty fast. And with Severino on the hill, he's got the reverse splits going this season where he's been pitching awesome on the road. I played him in his last game on the road at Kansas City last week. But he's back home now, and he doesn't like this little cookie-cutter stadium in Sacramento. He has an ERA over 7. I think he gets lit up here, and I think Houston rolls in this one, so I like him on the run line at a good price at plus, I believe it's plus 120 out there, somewhere around there right now. But anyway, something like that. Minus 1.5 with the Astros get it done at the Athletics tonight.
All right, there from Matt. Final now, Boston 3-1 against Seattle, getting the victory. Next up, we move on over to Rod.
Yeah, I agree. I like the Astros there on the run line over the Athletics. You look at the Athletics this season versus left-handed stars. They haven't fared so well. It's 4-10 to that run line, losing you 7, almost 8 units there this year. So give me the Astros on the run line in that matchup. And then give me the over. I think we see some runs there in the Dodgers matchup there with the Padres. I know Kolek, hey, he's had some good starts. He's looked real good, but against the good teams, I think he might be in trouble here tonight against the Dodgers squad that definitely can hit. I think they'll be able to get to Kolek early. And then we know Emmett going for the Dodgers. I wish him his best because I liked what I seen from him before he had to go for his Tommy John surgery. Definitely was a strikeout machine. 10 strikeouts, 9 strikeouts. I don't know if that's what you're going to see from him here. It's going to take a little bit to get him back at rolling again. As you see in his pre-workout starts and went more than 4 innings. So at 9.5, I think we get to double digits in runs there. Take the over Padres and Dodgers tonight.
And there from Rod. Next up on over to Big Al.
Yeah, I'm going to actually look at the big underdog Padres here plus $1.77. Yeah, Kolek did give up, 4 earned runs in 4 innings and a 5-1 loss to Arizona in his last start. But before that, he threw back-to-back scoreless outings, both 5 2/3 innings versus Milwaukee and San Francisco. And, I know Rod said he thinks Kolek's going to have a difficult time facing a great offense like LA, but take a look at LA. When they're facing winning teams this year, they're very mediocre, 24-21, minus 5.2 net games on the money line. So I'm going to take the Padres plus $1.77.
There from Big Al. All right, tell you what I think about these games. I'm going to go a run line. I agree there with the Framber on the mound against this against this Athletics team. Severino in his 9 home starts, ERA over 7, and of course that the Athletics bullpen at home, an ERA of 5.5. So I'll look in that spot. I'm going to go over here with this Padres LA. We got hot weather in LA again. Let me see the wind direction here. Is it still out here tonight? I thought it was as of this morning, and it is still 8 miles per hour out. 80 degrees at first pitch. Pretty warm there at 7:10 Pacific time there. So I like the over there in that one. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Turn our attention to the single tonight here from the WNBA. So we'll get the game up for you right now. Mercury and Sun head-to-head. Look at this. Mercury, boy, this would have been reversed last year, right? Mercury were bad, Sun good. Sun really bad this year. Mercury here, 14.5 on the road, total 157. Let's see who we get the block underway here with Joey.
Yeah, lay it with the Mercury. Sun played last night. They got smoked by the Fever. Sun have shot under 40% in 4 of their last 5 games. Mercury are much better, like you just alluded to, Tony. I think they have a pretty solid defense. I think they can hold the Sun in check here. So I think the runaway lay it with the Mercury.
Here we go from Joey. I know Matt doesn't do W, so we move on over to Rod.
Yeah, I'm going the other way. I don't care if it's a back-to-back spot. I don't trust the Mercury here offensively to be able to score enough. You look what they've done on their road games this season, and they're averaging 74 points a game this season, hitting 39% of their field goals. The Sun at home, this is a back-to-back spot, but they're not scoring a whole lot either. At home games, averaging 76 points a game, and you're going to give me 14.5 points? Okay, I'll take the 14.5 points in there with the Sun. I also lean to the under. As I alluded to, both these offenses aren't scoring a whole lot. I think this is also the Sun in the second half of the back-to-back. Slow-paced game. Give it the under and Sun. Just too many points.
There we go with Rod. Next up on over to Big Al.
I have this game for sale over at Pick Dog, so I'll pass here.
Pass there from Big Al. All right, let's continue here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for our Parlay Purple segment, where our cappers give out a parlay, team player prop, game of the future. They make the call, or maybe college baseball. We do have one tonight in college baseball, I believe, in LSU in Arkansas here. We'll start a little bit in about top of the hour. Give you the odds here at Arkansas, $1.55, total 10.5, juice to the over. Coastal gets to win 11-3 there this morning, so we got you up to date. So let's get the Parlay Purple segment beginning here with Joey.
Yeah, I won't be on tomorrow, but obviously Pacers money line, Pacers fan. But no, I like the over. I took the over on Monday night, and I agree. I think it's going to be another fast-paced game. Tyrese Halliburton did absolutely nothing last game, and it still went over. They need a big performance from him. So if he definitely contributes to at least 15 points, I think we see another over here. So Pacers money line and the over.
There from Joey, questionable status there for Halliburton with that calf strain.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, it's over. It's good night, Sally.
There we go from Joey.
He was up in the morning shoot around, so he was playing and practicing a little bit. So he was out on the court. So
Don't strain it too much. We gotta hold it.
Well, we're not gonna strain it too much, but he was out there testing her out to see how things go.
Getting the treatments, and of course, you know what the Pacers want. They want pace. So we'll see what happens with Halliburton out there. Can they get pace? We'll see. On over, Matt.
Yeah, Carlisle says it's going to be a game time decision, so we probably won't know, unfortunately, until game time. So that'll be a wait and see, unfortunately. So I'm going to take a look at the Travelers Championship for tomorrow and the PGA Tour. Look at Sepp Straka, who I had in the U.S. Open last week, and man, he came up small. He could not make a putt. Had his worst putting performance since 2001. Lost 2 strokes on the green. So I'm coming back with him this week at 30-1. Also taking JT at 28-1. Who missed the cut, had a horrible tournament. I think he bounces back. He leads the tour in birdie average, which will be big here. I think the winning score is going to be around -20. So got to make your birdies, and Justin Thomas is very good at making birdies. So I like him. I also like Robbie McIntyre at plus 4,000. He was the runner-up last week. And, runner-up in a major, you never want to look at them the next week. But he didn't lose it. He kind of backed into second place. And, JJ Spawn basically won it. McIntyre was just in the clubhouse when he happened to lose. So no real mental anguish on his part. And as a sort of long shot like Siwoo Kim at plus 5,000, he's coming in with good form, great ball striker, and if he can find some success on the putting greens, he could be in contention at a good price at plus 50-1.
It's like MLB announces Heaney and Skubal in game 1 tomorrow, and Skeens and 2 be determined. So we're not going to get that Skeens-Skubal matchup. People were speculating that in that doubleheader tomorrow, but so far right now it's announced that way. All right, next up we move right on over to Rod.
Yeah, for me, we're going to take Arizona on the money line, Texas on the money line, and throw in the Astros run line. Little 3-teamer for you tonight.
Yeah, from Rod. Next up we move on over at Big Al.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the San Diego Padres plus $1.77 and the Atlanta Braves minus the $2 in a parlay.
Yeah, from Big Al. I'll tell you what I think here. I like the Angels Yankees under the total with the Rays and the Padres Dodgers over the total. All right, we got to do our parlay purple segment. Now it's time to see what we got for sale over at Pick Dogs. Bring him into action with baseball, of course, W as well. We'll see what Matt's got for sale over at Pick Dog Prim for tonight's action. We'll pull up right now. Matt put together an impressive last 60 days, 1,807 units of profit. What you got for sale, Matt?
Well, I did have a 3-pack in baseball going, but one of the games got rained out, so it's down to a 2-pack now. So you can head on over, grab those 2 winners, 2 underdogs, as is the case every day in baseball. And we're going to keep our roll going. Use promo code PICK for 15% off as always. Looking forward to CFL coming up Thursday through Saturday as well. We'll look at that. Potentially have a game tomorrow in the NBA. Going to come down to injury information, obviously. So we'll look at that. But looking forward to a big baseball night, big baseball weekend, and a big end of the month in June.
There you go. Get on board with Matt over at Pick Dog Prim. Promo code PICK. Save that 15% off. Or let's see what Big Al's got going on over at Pick Dog Prim. Big Al over the past 3 months, 1,210 units of profit.
I've got one play tonight. It goes in WNBA action.
Get on board with Big Al. And keep an eye on those long-term subscriptions there. $3, $7, or $30 sports pass, even up to a year. And get on board with Big Al right now over at Pick Dodge Prim. Promo code PICK. Save that 15% off. Let's see what Rod's got going on over at Pick Dodge Prim. Pretty good results over the last 60 days. Over 1,000 units of profit.
Yeah, definitely heating up on the MLB, so definitely jump aboard there. I got a nice little 3-pack tonight in the MLB. In that 3-pack includes my MLB play of the day, so don't buy both, buy one or the other. Definitely grab that 3-pack, and let's walk up Wednesday. A nice little winner. Definitely looking forward to the rest of the week as well. Lots of great sports action. And we got that big NBA game tomorrow. We got some CFL as well. More WNBA action as well. So definitely jump aboard. Take advantage. 3-day, 7-day, 30-day. 2-for-1, 3-for-1, 4-for-1 capper package. Can't go wrong with that here at Big Dogs and Sports Chat Place. Definitely head on over and take advantage of those offers over there. Use Pick a checkout, save 50% off as well.
Good, get on board with Rod over at Pick Dogs Prim. See great results based on $100 unit wager there. So get on board with Rod, match him with your favorite capper there, and get signed up. All right, I've got a best bet on the board right now over at Pick Dogs Premium. So get on board with me having a good year in baseball, number 2 in units in Major League Baseball for the year. So get on board with me. I got that up there. 2 other premiums up there as well with my long-term subscription. So you can go that route as well. You can get my 7-day pass. You get all my premium plays for the next 7 days. NBA Finals, 1 or 2 games. And, of course, the rest of the baseball for the week. And, of course, match me up with the favorite capper with the multi-cap promotion. Save even more. All right, guys, we're with you here Monday through Friday at 6 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you like, subscribe, set those notifications. Approaching 250,000 subscribers here on the Big Dogs YouTube channel. A lot of great content. Let you know more about it, of course, here. Rod, of course, pretty much a regular here on the drive-thru.
Yeah, definitely regular here on the drive-thru Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. You'll catch me here on the drive-thru, giving you out some winners. So definitely tune in.
Absolutely, of course, Joe. We keep an eye for that NASCAR video from you.
Yes, sir. This Sunday's race is at the Pocono Raceway. I'm already started doing some research for it. Video should be up sometime tomorrow night. Like and subscribe, and you'll be notified as soon as it drops.
Very good. Of course, Big Al, you got your all-access video and your all-access plan for those big bettors out there.
Yeah, if folks are interested, they can just text the words Big Al to 702-769-0404.
Yeah, make that call and text there. That's going to do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru. We're back again live tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern time. 14 games on the schedule for Major League Baseball. Not a light day. Thursday is usually light. Not tomorrow. We've got an NBA and some WNBA for you as well, so make sure you tune in.
I want to give out one prop kind of fun bet for people who have access to DraftKings.
Okay.
I don't know if this is still up. I'm just looking at DraftKings odds. Which team will he play for next season? And I would take the San Antonio Spurs at plus 1,000.
Now the big question is which player?
Oh, Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant. There we go. There we go.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's all right.
But I don't know if these odds are stale or not. So those might be stale odds, but he's doing everything in his power to get to San Antonio.
And there you go. Let's see how that rolls.
Coming from a Spurs fan, love it.
Well, I mean, I'm not exactly rooting for the deal to happen, but it's like right now, Minnesota and Toronto have just kind of dropped out. Miami's dropping out, and like San Antonio and Houston are basically offering crap. Because, I mean, really, what's he worth?
Yeah.
And Phoenix is going to be forced to take, much less than they want. And I just think, this is what these players do. I mean, the agents basically say he's going there. And, I know Rod at the top of the show mentioned about, just because a guy was a Toronto Maple Leaf fan, when he was a kid, doesn't mean anything now. Well, Kevin Durant was a George Gervin fan, so he's a Spurs fan back when he was a kid.
He's a Spurs fan, right? So
he's from Texas. And he went to Texas.
From Texas.
Yep.
Went to Texas. He wants to play in San Antonio.
All right, back home. Get him back home. There we go. All right, that'll do it here for this edition of the Drive-Thru. We'll be back again tomorrow. Anybody have anything to say before we close it out?
I would be shocked if McDavid leaves Edmonton. Let's put it that way.
Oh, good.
As I did mention earlier in the show,
I
would be absolutely shocked if he goes to Toronto. Yes, he did. He is. There's pictures of him that are surfacing around him holding up a Maple Leafs jersey. Because yes, he did live in that side, and it was either he was going to hold up a Maple Leafs jersey, or he was going to hold up Montreal, and well, that wasn't going to happen because his dad was like, "No chance you're wearing that Avs jersey. You're a Leaf guy." But Leon's here. Also, his wife has opened a restaurant that's thriving in Edmonton. They love it. They're not leaving. Telling you, McDavid will stay in it. Mark my words. Don't get suckered into the bet that he's going to leave.
There we go. Yeah, it's just this World Series after a playoff law. Well, we've seen a coach get fired after taking the team to the finals, East Finals. So who knows what's going to happen here? A lot of changes here. All right, that'll do it for the Drive-Thru, guys. We're back again live tomorrow. We'll wait. Goodbye, guys. Goodbye to you guys.